Hello, you've caught me titivating my hair. I think it's a lost cause today. What do you think? Yeah, it's a bit sticky uppy. I should have had a hair wash, but I haven't. It is a beautiful, bright day as I'm filming this, but it is blooming cold. As you know, I always film on a Wednesday because it's a day off. So this goes up for you on a Thursday, but it is lovely out there, and I'm hoping that I can get through some jobs really quickly and get out there for a little walk. Right, yeah, Coffeeshop is open. Do give Barry your order. Thank you so much for all the views last week. It was lovely. I have got a little Barry update today for you. I'm drinking just a black Americano while we get ready for the lunchtime rush. Soup of the day today, I'm afraid it's not very good for vegetarians, but I'll do you a cheese and rocket and chutney sandwich or a cheese toasty. Soup of the day today is chicken chowder, and that looks lovely. It's got sweet corn in it, chunks of chicken, looks really nice. So I think on this cold day, a chowder is what we need. So at this point in my drivel today, I would like to do some VRs for 3 lovely crafters. Now I'm doing these VRs. I'm not promising that I'm going to enter the challenges, because I'll tell you why, but let's do the VRs first. So the first one is for Andrea, the Cumbrian crafter. She's one of my early subscribers and plucked up the courage to start her own channel, and her crafting is absolutely lovely, and I know loads of you really appreciate her gorgeous channel. She's got a giveaway. I think there's just one prize, I'm not sure, but anyway, I will link all of the challenges, challenge videos in the description box. Talking of description boxes, oh, I'm going off on one. I'm distracted already. Does anybody ever read the description box? Can you comment down below for me, because sometimes I put loads in the description box and I wonder if anybody actually ever reads it. Anyway, yes, so I will leave all of their comments in the description. No, I won't leave their comments because they haven't commented. They might not even be watching. I will leave their challenge videos linked in the description box. Yes, I will. Anyway, so Andrea, all she would like from you is an ATC in your style. She'd like details on it, like your birthday, your address, and all that kind of stuff. And that needs to be with her. You haven't got long. That needs to be with her by the 28th of February. And she's got a fabulous prize, which is a box, and it's going to be stuffed full of things that she has made. And if you watch her channel and you like her stuff, I'm sure that you will be happy to win her prize. Sorry, I'm full of cold again, but I've made myself get up and do stuff. Anyway, the second person that I would like to mention, and obviously if you don't know these ladies, I'm sure you all do. If you don't know these ladies, do go and check them out, because they're all awesome crafters, really kind, compassionate people. The second person is Monika Weclewska, and as you know, Monika was she's aka Paper Mona. She was one of the winners of Card Maker of the Year 2022. And she's on several design teams. She's an amazing crafter, and she is celebrating, can you believe it, reaching 5,000 subscribers. I can't even contemplate that. It's taken me so long to get to 1,000, but she's got 5,000 subscribers and she's celebrating that. And she has got 2 prizes. They're boxes stuffed full of crafting goodies, and what she would like you to make is a tag or an ATC or whatever makes you happy. And there are going to be 2 prizes. It is UK only. I think all of these are UK only because the cost of international postage at the moment is so horrendous. Yeah, so there are 2 prizes, but if she gets over 50 entries, and I'm sure she will, there's going to be a 3rd prize, and that closes on the 10th of March. 10th of March rings a bell, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, that'll be pull date for the next hashtag PT Tech Club. Yes. And I love Monika. I think she's Polish and she's got such a lovely accent. Her English is really good. I don't mean that in a patronising way at all. I'm sorry if you're watching this, Monica. And then the third person I want to talk about is Teresa, the Carbootcrafter. And I also love listening to Teresa because she reminds me of home. She's a Brummie like me, so she reminds me of home. And yeah, she is celebrating, again, another amazing achievement, 4 years on YouTube. 4 years on YouTube. And all she would like is for you to make something that you would like to. And she would also like you to send an ATC. And there are going to be 3 prizes. And again, the prizes look awesome. Crafting goodies galore. And you can gain an extra entry if you comment on 6 videos from the launch video to the closing date. So if you comment on any 6, you can get an extra entry. And obviously for all of these, you need to be a visible subscriber. If you're not a visible subscriber, if you keep your subscriptions private, I think all of the people have got things that they'd like you to do. So Monica would also like you to comment on 6 random videos so that she knows that you're not just in it for the prizes. I think any of us that do giveaways, when it's a big prize like this, we want to know that you're part of our channel, part of our family, as it were. Okay, so Teresa's challenge closes on the 1st of March. So do go and check out all of those lovely crafters. I hope to enter, but I don't know. I was out with woollysteph yesterday, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I've seemed to have lost my crafty mojo again, and I don't know why. Yesterday afternoon would have been a perfect opportunity to do some crafting, and I've got stuff to do. I've still got to finish Anne Lane's mini album for her prize. She won first prize in my Glad to Be Alive challenge last year, and here we are, February, and I still haven't sent her prize off. That's awful, isn't it? I have conversed with her about it, and it's so nearly done, but it's just, I don't know, something is stopping me sitting in my craft room, whether it's the cold, I don't know, but yeah, whether it's because it is a bit of a mess. I did have a bit of a tidy up, but it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, so I will do my best to enter these challenges, but I'm not making a promise. But I've done my thing, and I've done a VR, which is sharing the love, isn't it? Anyway, somebody's here at the door. I will take the opportunity. It's a parcel for Mr. Paper&Twine. I don't know what he's ordered. Might be a Valentine's Day present for me. I doubt it. While I'm here, I'll just put on a little tiny bit of footage of the garden centre that Steph and I went to yesterday. So just a little bit of footage of the garden centre we went to. We had a lovely chat, and it's funny, she said, oh, let's go for coffee, and we both ended up drinking tea. I made that comment in her channel yesterday, but we both made some purchases. You saw what Steph bought, and yes, I was influenced. I didn't spend a lot of money. But here we go, look, I'll show you. I'm sorry for rustling in this bag. Let's get the stuff out, actually, because that way I'm not going to be so noisy. Right, here we go. So, you saw Steph, she bought some metal leaves. I think she bought 3, and they were reduced from £2 to 50p. And I just bought 1 because the texture's lovely. And Steph said about pressing into clay for texture, but I'm gonna see what else I can do with it. God, I really do look rough today. I am sorry. I'm gonna see what else I can do with it as well. I have actually got a Lavinia mask, which is very similar to this with the veins on the leaf, but it's lovely. And for 50p, if push comes to shove, I could just hang it in my tree as an ornament in my tree, scare the birds. So that was that. And then we went into the works, and they'd got some books that were 50p, 50p for a book. So I've got a great niece who at Christmas will be about 18 months old, I want to say, maybe not quite 18 months old. And my kids loved this Harry McClary book when they were kids. I mean, if you'd bought this brand new, it'd have been £6 or £7, I think. I mean, obviously it is brand new. Yeah, look, price on the back, £6.99. I'll take the stickers off, and my niece will never know it's come from the works. I'll take those off, but £6.99 for Harry McClary. They're lovely illustrations inside, and my kids love those books. So I got that. And then I got a Moomin book. Again, 50p. Who doesn't love a Moomin book? So I thought those would be lovely for her for 18 months as part of a Christmas present. It's a pity that all my other great nieces and nephews are too old for those kinds of things, because that would have been lovely. But go and check out your works. If you've got very, very young children in your family, get ahead for Christmas. You know, what great stocking fillers these would have been. And again, this one should have been £6.99. £6.99 brand new. So for 14 quid, I spent £1. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? And that is one Christmas present done. I could even wrap it up and put a label on it. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Sorry, I came a bit closer. I'm just getting rid of the stickers. And then I'd seen this, and it's got the most beautiful illustrations in it, and Steph picked it up as well. And like, I had FOMO, so it's got, I love foxes. I talked on my last video about watching this YouTuber called What Vivi Did Next, and she was talking about foxes in her garden, and I shared with her that when I was a kid, my dad used to be a very keen gardener, but he's finding it quite difficult now. He had a massive compost heap in the garden that was like really high. It was at the bottom of the garden. We've got a very long garden where my mum and dad live, and 2 foxes used to come and sunbathe in the summer on top of the compost heap, which was lovely. So this kind of reminded me of those foxes, and I love foxes. So we've both got this with cutting it up in mind. I mean, 50p is cheaper than a paper pad, isn't it? 50p. I mean, it seems a shame to cut it up, but yeah, this one should have been £6.99 as well. So for £2, I would have spent the best part of £28 on 4 books, and it's cost me £2. That's amazing, isn't it? So that is going to be for cutting up. There's and there's something else I want to try with the papers. Actually, it's really nice colours. And then I couldn't resist this one. Steph picked this one up as well, if you saw her channel. Willie and, what is it? Sticker over the title, but it's got these gorillas in. I presume they're gorillas. Willie and Hugh. I'll get that off better. But the facial expressions on these gorillas are just amazing. I just love it. And again, this should have been £7, £6.99. But you know, you can fussy cut little things. Halloween there, spider. Look at that. I mean, this would be an amazing kids book, wouldn't it? So yeah, so that's the books. And then I bought 2 jigsaws. I bought this one, Bob the Bogey Fairy, £3. And I bought this one, they're 28 pieces, Camilla the Cupcake Fairy. And if you want to see what I'm going to do with these, you need to come back to my channel on Saturday. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm quite excited. Right, what's next on my list? So yeah, I did spend some money, but Christmas presents sorted. I didn't need the leaf. I didn't need the books for cutting up. So I could have saved £1.50. I didn't need to buy 2 jigsaws, so I could have saved £3. So I could have saved £4.50 because I did need 1 jigsaw. And I've been trawling charity shops to try and find a jigsaw, and I haven't found one. So I thought £3 wasn't too bad a price to spend. So yeah, so going on from that, how is my frugality and my goals going for February? Well, for 2023. I can't believe that we are in February. It'll be February the 9th when you see this. How many weeks is that into the year? 7? Are we 7 weeks in? So a long way in, and I haven't achieved anywhere near what I want to achieve this year. Out of my 10,000 meters knitting, I've knitted about 500 meters, which is not good, is it? I need to be doing 1,000 meters a month on average to hit that goal, and we're halfway through the second month almost, and I've done 500 meters. It's not good. I was easily led when I was in company yesterday, but I don't feel bad. I didn't blow the budget. And I did have, because I bought all those things that you saw were from the Works, and I've got a Works reward card, and I'd got £1.90 on it, so I took that off the price. So again, I saved money. And I think with your Works reward points, you have to spend the money. Sorry, I've just gone very hot all of a sudden. It's this cold coming through. You have to spend your money by a certain point, don't you? Otherwise you lose it. So I've spent that. So I ended up paying £6.10. I mean, £6.10 for 4 books, 2 jigsaws. I think that's really good. And then 50p for the leaf. I've got some ideas for things I want to do with this. Yeah. So other than that, I think on the frugality, I'm doing okay. And trying to take control of the future, really. I spent some time yesterday looking at my pension forecast. God, that was a nightmare, getting onto the government gateway. Yeah, so I'm not too concerned about my state pension. I've got a little bit more than I thought I would. I'm not currently entitled to the full state pension, and I can't draw my state pension until I'm 67 anyway. So I've got 9 years to contribute to that, to fill in any gaps and get myself to the full state pension. And it was really interesting, actually. It looks as if at some point my employer, when I worked for Northamptonshire County Council, contracted out of the state pension, which is naughty because I don't think they made us aware of it. So they and we paid lower national insurance contributions. So we've got something called a COPE as well, which is an additional amount. I don't really understand it. I need to see a financial advisor. But at the moment, as it stands, without making any extra payments, and I don't earn enough currently to pay national insurance, we're going to look at my husband perhaps contributing on my behalf, so I get the full state pension. At the moment, I'm £25 a week short of a full state pension, so it's still a nice little pot of money, but it's not the full amount. So I need to address that. But my private pension, my teacher's pension, oh my God, it's awful, because I was forced to give up work, really. And I've never really talked about this, but I was systematically bullied out of my job, and I should have maybe gone to constructive dismissal, but I was in such a bad state. I'm getting really emotional thinking about it now. I was in such a bad state, my mental health. I couldn't cope with it. So because of where I was at in my teaching career, part of my pension is final salary and part of it is average. And it would actually benefit me to be average, because my final salary, I'd have taken a huge cut in salary. I'd stepped back from my management responsibilities, so I'd taken a huge cut in salary. So my final salary is awful. And I put in and I know it's only an estimate, but like for working almost 30 years in a job, my teacher's pension is awful, which will impact my lump sum that you get. Oh, so that has really depressed me. And I think I'm probably never going to retire. I'm going to have to do some form of working into my 70s, I think. Unless my husband makes his fortune. and I guess, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. I'm very fortunate compared to some people who, for whatever reason, haven't worked, for whatever reason, haven't paid enough national insurance contributions, so they don't even get a full state pension. But it's just, you think, you know, I had an idea in my head of what my retirement would look like, and it's going to be a struggle. So that's why I'm trying to address financial things now. And my husband's like, well, when are you going to stop doing this little job? And it's just like, while they keep asking me to go back, I'm going to do it, because whatever I can squirrel away, I can squirrel away for a rainy day, and that rainy day is fast approaching, you know. That was doom and gloom again. I'm really, really sorry. Shall we go on to a Barry update? Let's go onto a Barry update. So Barry is very preoccupied with what's happening in his life with Beryl, Bob the Builder, and Brandon. As I said in a earlier video, Bob the Builder has asked Beryl to marry him, and he's got a new job in Basingstoke and wants to move them all lock, stock and barrel to that part of the world. And Barry doesn't drive, and cost of train travel, public transport, not very good. So he's very concerned that he's not going to see Brandon as often as he would like. So I said, well, look, you know, don't worry about it too much. You know, I'll try and give you time off when I can. I'm looking at giving him a pay rise. So guys, if we can get some more viewers, and I can give Barry a pay rise. Yeah, so spread the word. Mind you, with doom and gloom, like I've just talked about, I wouldn't blame you if you don't tune in. Yeah, so I've said, look, I'll try and give you a pay rise. And, you know, there's always social media when Brandon's older, and there's always Zoom, FaceTime, you know, you can do that kind of thing. So he's thought about it, but you know what? He's asked me. He's got it into his head that he wants to get back with Beryl. Out of all the people he's had little flings with over the last couple of years, he thinks that Beryl is the love of his life. Yeah. And he still cooks Brussels sprouts in her honour. Yeah. Although they did have an argument about Brussels sprouts, if you remember, because he overcooked them. But anyway, he's asked me to make Beryl a Valentine's card. And I think he's going to make some kind of romantic gesture on Valentine's Day. So comment down below what you think of that. Yeah. And I'll perhaps feed back next week. Talking of Valentine's cards, I've had one come all the way from St. Louis in America. And I just wanted to show you, look at those lovely Peanuts character stamps. So I'm going to try and get those off. They don't appear to have a monetary value, but there's a sticker with a barcode on here from US Mail. And it only costs 20 cents to send. Isn't that good? I don't know when it was it was posted on January the 19th. Mind you, that's good. It came last week. I think it came Friday. So what would that be? The 3rd. So about a fortnight for 20 cents. That's all right, isn't it? I mean, I don't know whether Joyce Chewer's got my ATC yet. I sent that a while ago. Anyway, it is a lovely Valentine's card. Isn't that gorgeous? And look inside. Decorated inside with doodles and stamps and stickers and lovely double-sided hearts there. That's a nice idea actually, isn't it, with your dies? If you haven't, yeah, if you want it to stick out, that's a really nice idea. I like that, Barbara. So it's from Barbara Ford. Valentine's Day is not just for lovers, it's also for friends. Remember that, Barry. Okay, so that's Happy Valentine's Day. Isn't that lovely? And I'm going to try and get those stamps off without ruining them. And then I've got a card for Judith. And also, I can't ask you to send me more cards, but yeah, if you would like to send a card for Judith, send it to me. Yeah, she's having a bad time. I was having a little flick through yesterday afternoon when I was feeling poorly, and I'm very sad to hear about Dawn Sutton. She's been very, very poorly, so let's all send some virtual hugs to Dawn Sutton. She's been very, very poorly. She's put a little video out on her channel explaining where she's been. So Dawn, if you happen to be watching, sending you massive, massive hugs. We miss you on this platform, we really do. We miss your crafting and your kind, gentle videos, and I really, really hope you get back to full strength very, very soon. But we have a card for Judith, isn't that lovely? And it's from Christine Carpenter. And it's on gorgeous note paper. I'll just show that little bit there because it's got her address at the top. And it says, "Dear Ashley, please find enclosed a card for Judith. This was such a lovely idea. I hope the cards will help her feel some love and support and go some way to helping her get through this difficult time. I hope you are well." No, I'm not. I'm still battling with a blooming cold. A big hug, Christine. Thank you so much for that. Christine, really appreciate it. She always steps up to the plate, does Christine. And when my mum had her fall, she sent my mum a card. She asked for my mum's address and sent my mum a card. And Christine, all this time after, she's still got it up on one of her units in the living room. My coffee's gone cold now. That tells you how long I've been wittering on, doesn't it? Anyway, I came home yesterday to this lovely bit of happy mail. Look at all this. Got lovely stamps and stickers and washi tape and gorgeous handwriting. And I know exactly who it's from because I recognise the writing. It is from the lovely Kath S. So I don't know what is it. Ooh, there's a little package in here. Oh, look, bless her. That bag, that washi tape will be coming off and that bag will be very useful. Oh, look. I've got another Lavinia notepad. I do love Lavinia's notepads. Look, we've got the lovely lanterns. And is that Lupin? It's one of the hairs, isn't it? I've got this stamp. Do you know, talking of buying stuff you don't need. It was before Christmas. I bought the latest Lavinia release. I bought the bundle. Have I used any of them? Because I'm not into my crafting at the moment really, but isn't that gorgeous? I would definitely find a use for that. I've got that many notebooks on the go at the moment, but that'd be lovely. And of course, you could use those as card fronts yourself, couldn't you? And I'd just put something over that just to hide the Lavinia stamps and stand there. You could put a little sentiment or even cut that off there. Or even you could just fussy cut the hair and the moon to put on your own background. Thank you so much. Oh, look. Oh, look. So, Kath S has been one of my stalwart subscribers. When she subscribed to me, she was very much into her stationery, I think, in terms of washi tape and ink. She likes handwriting. She does a lot of writing, I think. But she didn't do paper crafting and card making as such. And she bought some cards from my Etsy shop. Thank you to some people who have looked or tried to look, but say the link's broken. I'll try and put another link in the description box today. So she bought some cards from my Etsy shop and she commissioned me. She had things in mind, so she, commissioned me. And anybody who is not a crafter, if you want me to make a card for you, for a special occasion with a certain theme, style, colours, just get in touch, email me, paperandtwine44@gmail.com. I'll leave that in the description box as well. But look, she's used Lavinia stamps here. We've got the Man of the Woods or something. I can't remember what he's called. I don't own him, but he's lovely, isn't he? I'll tell you what this reminds me of. My dad's ex-wife's second husband, which is really confusing. He was an art teacher and very clever with his hands. And he used to collect carved spoons, like the Welsh love spoons, I think they're called. And I think he had one of these. And this is the kind of thing that Rosie, my dad's first wife, this kind of thing she would have made out of clay. She was a potter. Anyway, isn't that gorgeous? Those lovely shades of green, and you've got one of the, I presume that's one of the Lavinia's sprays, mica sprays on there. And then on the back she's put Friday PM, so it did well to get here so fast. Hello Ashley, simply because you are on a low spend it doesn't mean you can't receive gifts. I bought one of these and I thought I'd buy one for you. I love Lavinia stamps. Sending love. Take care, Kath. And look, there's a little tiny Pippin stamp and some washi tape. I have washi tape envy. Kath, you have the most beautiful washi tape. I need this in my life. I really do. Oh, but no, you can't have it. That is so kind of you to think of me. Thank you. And I was just going to say something then, and I've forgotten completely what it was. Oh dear. Yeah, I do still have a gift voucher for Lavinia that Kath gifted me for Christmas, and I haven't spent it yet. I think I know what I'm going to buy. So when I do buy it, I will share that with you. But oh, that is so lovely. I can't remember what I was going to say. So I will wrap it up because it's been a real long one, hasn't it? I'll just give you a heads up on what's coming up this week in the next few days. So tomorrow is the 10th draw for the hashtag PT Tag Club. Saturday, I should be putting up details of how you can help me do something with this. Sunday is going to be a birthday card project share. Tuesday, Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter. And I don't know after that. Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter. That's not going to go well. Yeah, I can feel my belly bulging. And yeah, I'm just craving all the bad things. It's this cold. It's all here. It's all meh, 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 meh. That's attractive, Ashley. On that note, I've wittered on for far too long. I shall be back soon. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye now.